Hello all, welcome to NetBook and welcome back to Mulesoft tutorial. Today I'm going to talk about concatenation of two strings in DataWeave, subtraction in DataWeave, if condition, if else condition, how we can write it in DataWeave, and capital letter or small letters, how we can convert it in a DataWeave. That is what I'm going to present. In my previous video, I talked about how we can access the data. In this video, we are going to talk about these things. In my previous video, I used Anypoint Studio for executing the DataView code, but I'm not going to teach in the Anypoint Studio today. I'm going to talk about something else today, that is Dataview Playground. Mulesoft has been provided Dataview Playground, which is developer.mulesoft.com. Learn Dataview. When you are learning Dataview, you can try to practice using this. You don't need to open the tool or anything. It is a web-based tool which is provided by the Mulesoft, where you can see you can pass input over here. When you click on this, you can pass XML, whatever the data formats you want to pass it, you can pass it. And this is the scripting. The scripting is whatever you are going to execute, that is the main DWL file it is going to, and this is the output which is going to generate over here. And you can see over here it is going to give a nice tutorials over here about DataView. That is good over here. Let me start. So I'm going to take the same example of what I have taken in before. This is my XML. I have this XML input. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pass it over here, but this is XML data. I'm going to say that it is XML over here. And by default, you can see this is over here already it is mentioned, but I'm not going to keep it that same. So I'm going to produce some output over here with a JSON format. What I want to do is, if you see my input, I have a customer which is part of inside account details, which is having first name, last name. What I want to do is, I want to concatenate the first name and last name. First of all, how to access this first name? We know that. I explained in my previous video. This all data is going to be part of payload. Payload.account details. I'm going to produce over here name payload dot account details dot customer dot first name. That is coming as job. But I want to concatenate first name plus the last name also. What I can do? I can keep it the same thing over here. I can use plus plus and I can say that last name over here. Now you can see joy blocks is coming. But I want to keep a space between this. To concatenate in DataView, we use a plus plus symbol over here. And in the between, I want to give a space. So I'm going to give as a space over here. That simple it is. Now you can see very nice, right? Is looking. That is how we can write a DataView code over here. Accessing first name plus plus. Then I'm giving space because of I need to give a space over here and using a plus plus again. Then I'm keeping the another element that is last name over here. So using plus plus, we can concatenate the string. So let me put this comment. I can save over here concatenate strings, right? But what will happen if I don't pass it first name in my input request over here? If I'm not passing over here, you can see there is an error over here. You called a function plus plus with these arguments null with a string. That means this is null plus string. That means this is null. You can't concatenate null with a string, right? That's why it is giving this error. To overcome this kind of issues, you can put default as empty over here. So that means if the first name is empty, that is null, then it is going to put as an empty space over here and it is going to give you last name only. So I'm going to pass it. I'm going to pass it first name. Then it looks the same as it is the first name plus last name it is going to come. What will happen if I'm not going to pass last name? I will get a same error. So again, I need to fix the same code by passing the default over here. So that now you can see, even though if you are not passing the first name, you will have a first name only. Even if you don't pass it anything, it will give just empty space over. So this is kind of an error handler in DataView. How we can do to overcome that kind of errors, you can use a default over here. Clear, right? That one. Then accessing a substring. So what I want to do is, if you see, this is my, I can say a very big number. It might be there over here, but I want to take first 4 characters from here, from the account reference. So I'm going to say over here account ID as I'm going to produce. That account ID is I want to take it only the first 4 characters or 5 characters maybe. Say that first 5 characters I want to take it. What I can do? Account dot account details dot account reference. If I use that way, the complete value is going to come. But I want to take only first 4 characters. To take first 4 characters, we can say 0 to 4. That means first 5 characters, sorry. So first 5 characters, if we want to access 0 to 4, that means it is starting with the 0 index and for till 4 index we are taking, that means total 5 characters it is going to take it over here. The next thing is I want to check if condition. So my input is over here, the status is active, it is coming. Is I want to say that is it active or not? I want to check that condition. Okay. So is active account is my key. I want to produce, I want to return if else condition. What I want to do is if it is active, then only I want to return as a true. Now what I can do is I can put it over here true if I can pass it this value. What is this? It is a part of under account, right? So I can say payload dot account details dot account dot status not is equal to null and is equal to, I can say directly is equal to active, and it is going to return true. I should put it in such a way I can use if condition this way. Yeah, so I need to start with the braces over here and then end after the value. Then I can write if the condition whatever it is we are checking over here. What will happen if I put it something else over here? Value is not coming, but I want to return if the value is active, then it is a true. If not active, I need to return as a false. That means if else condition I want to check. So I'm going to write a similar condition over here. Is account is active, I'm going to keep it. But in this time, what I'm going to do, the condition will be if over here starting. If this is the condition satisfied, then written as a true, else false. Okay. So let me see. Okay, what is the problem is I need to put a comma over here. Okay. So now you can see is active true. So I'm passing something else is active returning as a false because of the else condition is executing over here. In a above case, the else condition won't be there. Is clear, right? So you can write if else conditions more over here. I will put it if else the more conditions over here. I can check one more condition over here. That is if not is equal to null and it is active, then it is a true. I can put one more if else condition. If else is called not is equal null and is not is equal to active, is not is equal to active, then it is a false, else I want to return as a null over here. This is something more conditions we have over here. If else if we here, sorry. So the first condition is over here. If this condition is satisfied, it is going to return as a true. If otherwise, if this is condition is satisfied, it is going to return as false. Otherwise, it is going to return as a null. How I can test this? You can see if it is not active, it should return as a false. If it is active, then it will return as a true. And if I don't have this value at all, then is active is going to return as a null. That is a else condition it is going to satisfy. To practice with the different things so that you will get it more. So the next thing is capital letters. If you see that I have over here active over here. I want to return that as a capital letter. So let me put a status over here. How I can access a status? I can access payload dot account details dot. This is how we can. But I want to make it this all capital letter. I need to produce that. You can use upper using this. It will come as all capital letters over here. What will happen if I pass it all capital letters in the my input? That it is always showing that capital letters. Doesn't matter. If it is small letters, then it will make it as capital letter over here. What will happen if I want to convert into lower letters? I have a type over here, which is SB is capital letters. It is coming but I want to make it as small letters. So I can say over here type. We know that type is a special character over here. To access or writing that you need to use within an apostrophe, and you can use a type say over here also. I want to make it a lower letter, lower. Just pass it as a lower over here. You can see it is converted as a lower here. How simple it is. This is a predefined function in the data view. We'll talk about functions in the next videos. That's it for today. So try to practice this. I think you will get more better in the data view code. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe, NetBook.